So in today's video, I have an incredible comic book haul to show you, but before we get to that, I want to show off some incredible pieces of art. As you see in front of you, I am a huge fan of the old R.L. Stine Goosebump books from the early 90s. I remember going to the Scholastic School Book Fair, picking these books up, when I was a kid, and it was so much fun. I loved reading these, and I've always been a fan of the spooky and mysterious. So the Goosebump books really hold a lot of nostalgia for me personally. And as you see here, I still collect Goosebump books, Goosebump memorabilia, and different ephemera that they've made over the years. And here are some original printing books. Some of these are actually mine from when I was a kid, and some of these I bought recently or within the last couple years, building up my Goosebumps collection. But I want to show off this incredible piece of art that you see behind you in the frames. So the Goosebump books are really well known for their incredible cover art. They always had really creepy and spooky and just like gross looking artwork. I mean, it was incredible. I absolutely loved it when I was a kid, and I still do. Here is like the issue number 1, Welcome to Dead House. That's the first Goosebump book that they produced, and that was from, I believe, 1992. July 1992, first printing there. So these are really cool, a lot of fun to read. Here's issue number 2, Stay Out of the Basement. And then this one here this one actually is my original from when I was a kid. This is issue number 22, Ghost Beach. But the incredible artwork was done by an amazing artist by the name of Tim Jacobus. And he just recently offered up some color prints of his artwork, and he was going to sign them and sell them, and they were very inexpensive. He was only asking $22 a piece. It's a 9x9 photo, of the original artwork, and I had to jump on it. And a huge shout out to another YouTube channel that actually turned me on to these. Check out Where Do You Get That? He's got an amazing channel, really, really cool stuff. He did a video about these, and when I saw it, I ran right to the website and I purchased some. These were also benefiting charity, which was really cool. He was doing some type of, like food charity, hunger charity, and, most of the proceeds went to those charities, and he was offering these color prints. And first one here is, as you see, is Ghost Beach. Such a cool piece of art. I did buy these frames off of Amazon. I think I got both frames for $10, which is a really good price. But as you see down here, they are hand-signed by the artist Tim Jacobus. Really, really incredible stuff here. Also picked up Welcome to Horrorland, another classic cover from one of the books. As you see, he signed it as well. I like that he signed it in silver. It looks really good. So I did pick those two up, like I said, right off his website, Tim Jacobus. Let me know if you're interested in these. He might still have some left, but these are really incredible, especially if you are nostalgic for the old Goosebump books. So I was really excited to pick this up, and thank you to Where Do You Get That for turning me on to these incredible art prints. So now we'll take a look at all the comics as well as some magazines that I just recently picked up, starting off with 2 incredible horror mags. First one here is Ghoul Tales. Look at the cover on this. Vibrant, bright colors, really cool. Ghouls and demons on the cover. I mean, you have the damsel in distress. This is a title that I'm actually not too familiar with. I don't own any of these yet. But I saw these over on my friend Aaron's Whatnot channel. That's the Crimson Bat Comics. Definitely check him out. But he was having his horror show, and he pulled out these magazines, and I jumped on them very quickly because these are absolutely incredible. Like I said, beautiful colors, very vibrant, really cool artwork, and I can't wait to flip through these. I believe I paid around $10 to $12 for this book. Really, really incredible piece of artwork. Ghoul Tales, the Boogeyman. And I also picked up this one here, Shock, Chilling Tales of Horror and Suspense. Another extremely bright and vibrant cover. Those yellows and greens just really, really pop. And of course, you have some crazy looking artwork. I mean, you have the girls tied up, and I mean, just a really crazy looking cover with these creatures. And man, this is some really cool stuff. This one, it's got some issues. They're old. They've been well read, well loved. But I'm really, really excited to add these two to my collection. Also paid around $10 or $12 for this book as well. But these two magazines are two that I've never seen before, and I'm really excited to finally own some of these and add them to my collection. And now moving on to the comic books. The first one here is actually a more modern book, but look at the cover on this. This is Marvel Monsters, issue number 1. This is one of the variants. This is such a cool cover. I mean, you have like this Godzilla type artwork here, but you have Man-Thing and some other creatures down here. I mean, what a cool looking cover. I was really excited to find this. Actually, I got this one from my really good friend, John the Comic Guy. I was over at his house looking through his comics, and he actually gifted me this one. So thank you to John for giving me this cool book. I'm really excited about this one. Just amazing artwork. And of course, I'm a huge Man-Thing fan, so had to add this to the collection. I also picked up some cool Bronze Age Marvel books off of Whatnot as well from a different seller. I can't remember what his name is right now, but he's actually selling off his father's collection. So it's just like, 60s, 70s, maybe early 80s, a lot of Bronze Age, Marvel, a little bit of DC, but they're all in pretty nice condition, all the books that are in this collection. And he's selling them off on Whatnot, and he's starting them at like $2 or $3 a book. Some he starts at $1, but I got a lot of these for great deals. First one here, Marvel Team Up 58, featuring Spider-Man and Ghost Rider. It's actually really high grade, and I love Ghost Rider, so I had to grab this one. I think I got it for $2 or $3. Also picked up Marvel Team Up number 10 with Spider-Man and Human Torch, and an incredible Kang cover. Really like the cover on this one. This one's a little bit lower grade, but it's an earlier issue, and I think I paid $2 for it. I also got Ms. Marvel number 4. This is just a run that I'm slowly building. Like when I find them for good deals, I buy them. There's only a handful of issues in the run, and I have a handful of them already, but I didn't have these ones. Issue number 4, as well as issue number 3. This one is actually pretty nice, pretty high grade. Also got these for like $1 or $2. Also picked this one up from that same seller, Marvel Spotlight 26, featuring the Scarecrow. Really, really cool. Of course, I had to grab this one. Dead of Night, issue number 11, was the first appearance of Scarecrow. And then he was featured here in Marvel Spotlight 26. They did change his name to the Straw Man due to the Scarecrow character in DC. So they did change his name, but in these few issues, he was still called the Scarecrow. And I think he's a really cool character, especially anybody that likes horror and stuff like that. Last book that I got from him was this one here. This is a great book. I feel like it's pretty underrated, or maybe it's overrated. I don't know. I see some people sell these for like a lot, and then I see them also like really cheap. So I guess it depends on who the seller is. But this is a cool book. It's Marvel Spotlight 29. One of the earlier Moon Knight solo runs. Just a really, really cool book. So I actually ended up getting this, I believe, for $5, which I think was a great deal. Like I said, I've seen these for, $20 to $30, and then I've seen them, for like $5 or $10. So I think getting it on the lower end at $5 was a crazy deal, and very happy, especially since it's high grade. I mean, I don't see any spine ticks. There's no chips. I mean, this is a beautiful book. All right, moving back to some more horror books that I got from Crimson Bat Comics. I did pick this one up here, Classics Illustrated, Frankenstein, issue 26. Just the classic Mary Shelley Frankenstein. Really cool book. I mean, I'll pick stuff like this up all day long when I see it. And I got it really cheap. Honestly, I can't remember, but I mean, maybe $5, maybe less. And I also picked this one up, which is an incredible cover. I really like this one a lot. Classics Illustrated, 26, Frankenstein. But it's basically the same book here, but different covers. So honestly, I'm not really sure what the difference between these two are. Maybe one is a different printing. This might have been an earlier printing and this a later printing, or vice versa. If you know, let me know down in the comments. I'll have to do a little bit more research, but really cool. I mean, I love the Frankenstein monster, and the artwork is really cool. I like the artwork on this one a lot. This was an incredible find. This is El Sinestro, Dr. Mortis, number 27. This is basically like a Golden Age pre-code horror, but it is from South America. I'm not sure. It says Argentina, Colombia, Mexico, Bolivia, Ecuador, and Venezuela. So it has all 6 countries there. So I'm not exactly sure where it's printed. I look through the indicia and try to figure it out, but it is all in Spanish. So I wasn't really able to figure it out. I'm not sure exactly what country this originated in, but what a cool, international comic book here, especially for an old horror book. Maybe it's not pre-code, maybe it's more of like Bronze Age, but it is absolutely awesome. Really cool artwork, and this is my first international horror book that I own, so that is really, really cool. A couple other random books. We're going to go maybe not as exciting as those, but here's Tomb of Darkness 11. It's in really low grade, but I needed this for my run, and I think I got it for like $1 or $2. Also picked up Elvira's House of Mystery, issue number 9. These like later Bronze Age Elvira books I think are really cool. I don't collect like the more modern ones, but these older DC ones are very cool. So I had to grab that for just $1 or $2. Also picked up Universal Monsters Frankenstein. This is issue number 3 from Image Comics. I mean, it's a really cool cover. Awesome artwork. So I think I got that for like $1 or $2. I also picked up this one here. Everyone's freaking out about these Mark Spears monsters. I mean, honestly, they are really cool. But I don't really collect modern stuff, but I figured this is issue number 1, but this is a 3rd printing. So I think I got it for maybe $7, $6 or $7, which is really close to cover price. I mean, cover price is $5.99. So I'm not going to go and buy these for like more than $10 or $12 or $20 or $30 like people are spending. But I'll pick it up for cover price. So that was a cool little find. Mark Spears Monsters, issue number 1. It is a pretty cool cover. I really like the psychedelic and vibrant colors that he uses. I mean, he's an amazing artist for sure. He's done a lot of cool covers like on Spawn and other titles. But Mark Spears stuff is absolutely awesome. I just don't want to jump on the bandwagon and start like FOMOing over stuff like this. I'm not into FOMO. I try not to be. But that was a cool pickup for about cover price. How about this one here? So I've been working really hard on collecting all of the classic Bernie Wrightson comics. This one is one of them. House of Mystery, issue number 231. Kind of a crazy cover. With this like werewolf creature on there. But it is a classic Bernie Wrightson cover, and I got this for a great deal. I'm trying to remember what I paid, but I'm thinking it was around like 10, maybe $15, possibly, probably. I'm going to say closer to 10, maybe even a little bit less. But I got a steal of a deal on this book, and it's actually in pretty nice shape. The spine is really clean. I mean, the whole book is clean. A little bit of color rub there. No big chips or ticks on there. But House of Mystery 231, some classic Bernie Wrightson. This book here was an amazing grab. Also, I got all of these from Aaron over at Crimson Bank Comics on Whatnot. This book here is House of Mystery issue number 290. This is the first appearance of I, Vampire. This is a really, really cool book. I got this for $3. And I guess nobody knew what it was. A lot of people don't like the later House of Mystery books that feature I, Vampire. But this one here, of course, it's like a classic homage cover, with Dracula, the vampire, I should say, holding, the damsel in distress. Kind of looks like Tomb of Dracula #1. Also, I mean, it looks like a million different covers that kind of homage the same style. But this was a really, really cool find. Happy about this one. I couldn't believe nobody bid on it. He ran it for $3, and this is definitely a good book here. Really excited about that one. And it's in great condition. I mean, it's got a couple little spine ticks. Actually, there's a little color breaking up here, but overall presents really well. And last but not least, the best book, or I don't know, maybe, I don't know if it's the best book, probably, but my favorite book of the haul is this one here, Amazing Spider-Man 101, first appearance of Morbius. I've always liked, Morbius, the living vampire, such a cool character. Of course, introduced in Amazing Spider-Man issue 101. It is a pretty awesome cover. I mean, he looks pretty vicious here on the cover, throwing Spidey, the sixth-armed Spidey, down the stairs. I mean, what a crazy-looking cover. I was really excited about this one. Originally he was asking $200 for this book, which honestly was pretty high, because this book sells, I mean, in this grade, probably anywhere between 100 and 150. But then he said he would do 150 on the book, which I agreed to do, because with the whole Whatnot streams, you can actually, the more you buy, certain sellers offer like coupon codes. So like you like discount codes, the more you buy, and you get these little discounts, becoming like a silver and gold or bronze tier member. I don't know. It's like a tiered member system, and you get discounts as you buy stuff from that seller. So a lot of those sellers offer those discounts. Aaron offers those on his channel. And right now I'm a platinum member, which is like the highest tier they have. So when I reached my gold or diamond status, I don't know, whatever the higher one was, it gave me a 35% off discount code. And he ran this at $150. I got my 35% off, which was $50. So I ended up getting this book for $100. Sorry, that was long-winded. I was trying to explain that easily, but so basically, long story short, he priced it at $150. I had a discount. I got it for $100. I think that was a pretty fair deal, considering the grade. I mean, it's got some spine wear, but overall, I mean, it's all complete. It's all attached. I mean, it looks decent, but it's got, a handful of color breaks. I don't mind low-grade Bronze Age horror, but like when you're getting like Spider-Man keys, you definitely want like better conditioned books, because they just hold their value much better. So really excited about first Morbius ASM 101. Really, really cool. Happy to pick this one up for $100. So that's my haul for today. I mean, we got some really cool stuff. of course, it's pretty much all horror. You guys might be getting sick of all the horror books. I know. I buy a lot of horror stuff. We did pick up some cool Bronze Age Marvel books. Can't go wrong with that. Some Marvel Spotlight, some Marvel Team Up. And of course, this cool monster book here from my buddy John the Comic Guy. And of course, these amazing Tim Jacobus art prints signed by him, featuring the classic Goosebumps covers. So really excited about all this stuff. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think? I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I appreciate you all watching. Don't forget, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, and as always, folks, I'll see you on the next one.